Hi everybody, it's your old pal Uncle Eric. A friend of mine asked me to make some HO scale figures on my 3D printer. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to make this a pretty short video. I'm going to do a lot of it in time lapse because 3D printers take a long time to do their work. They're pretty cool, but they do take a long time. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean this thing up a little bit because it didn't get cleaned up last time. And what I like to do is I like to use straight up alcohol, and we'll clean the bed of this thing because I put a secret formula adhering on here to make everything stick to the plate. So it's a very secret formula that I'm going to let you all in on, but the easiest way to remove the residue from that is with alcohol. And the secret formula is hairspray, plain old Aquanet hairspray. It seems to work really good, kind of like a glue. You just hit that on there like so. You gotta watch the overspray that it doesn't get into your fan. And I should probably turn this thing on. And that's the secret. A little bit of hairspray. So I'll get this thing going and we'll get started with the print. Oh, I've got another model ready to be loaded in. I've already prepped the surface. Go in here and get the model ready to go. And we will tune this a little bit to change the nozzle speed, or the nozzle temperature to 202. That's what this thing seems to like. And we are ready to go. As soon as that thing heats up, we'll give it a second try. Alright, let's get the time lapse going. Alright, let's try that from a different angle. It looks like the other shot I was getting was not correct. So we're going to try it from this angle and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't make anybody seasick. Here we go. Alright, that was a much better version, I think, of the video. This is actually the second gnome I've printed. This is the one with the other angle. They came out almost exactly the same. They look pretty good, nice and clean. Yep, looking good. Alright, let's see if we can do some more. You know, I'm not used to doing characters that are this small. I'm used to doing characters that are, you know, something like this. Or even bigger, something like this. So, it'll be interesting to see how small we can make these characters. The request was for characters that were about HO size. And that's about what the gnome is. But we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to try to print a whole bunch of characters all at the same time and see how it goes. Let's give it a try. Okay, so I've prepped this thing up with the usual cleaning and putting down some of my special Stickum juice there, which is Aquanet hairspray. And we're going to give this thing a try. Should be a couple of rows of characters, and hopefully we'll see what happens. Alright, here we go. Back to the time lapse. And now you can see why I don't print really small. This is a freaking disaster. There is not one thing there that is the way it's supposed to be. This is why I don't print really small. It's just, I mean, not one thing there is the way it's supposed to be. We're going to give these small figurines one more try. That's one of the ones that came out successfully, and we're going to see. You probably can't see too much of that because it's white, but it's a little gnome sitting there. We call it the Ohm gnome. And we're going to try a different character this time, and we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and get the file loaded in. And once the file is loaded in, do a little tune on the temperature. I like to run it at about 202 degrees Celsius. Alright, so we've got another, I'm going to do two characters this time. They're going to be right next to each other. And they should be printed solid. We'll see how well this works. Alright, here we go. This is how slow these things run to begin with. It blows out a little bit of plastic to get everything rolling. And then it starts to print. Now I put a raft on this like I did with the other one. The little raft down here at the bottom. And that's going to take a few minutes to print before the character actually starts going. So what I'm going to do now is, you can see how slow that thing is printing. That raft will probably take a half an hour to fully develop. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the camera and I'm going to put it on time lapse, and we're going to go from there and just let it roll. Well, there you go. Two brand new copies of our pal Gorgu. I think that's how you say it, or Baby Yoda to everybody else. They're solid. They're stuck to the build plate. That's that awesome glue. I'm going to take that off after it cools down a little bit so nothing warps. But there you go. They are a little bit bigger than our friend the Ohm Gnome. But it seems that the bigger I go, the better off the printing is every time. So the smaller I go, I haven't been able to make one stick yet. So that's that for this video. Coming up on my next video, it'll probably be another wood turning video. I've been getting into turning pens and pencils. This is a pen and pencil set right here, made out of purple heart, some olive wood, some blood wood, another purple heart, and some resin pens that I've afford the blanks for myself. As you can see there, I'm making another blank and some possible keychains to go along with it. But the next video will probably be another wood turning video. Stay tuned to find out. This has been your old pal Uncle Eric. I hope everybody's having a good day. I know I am. And we'll see you next time.